welcome everyone, friends, family, gawking pub goers, people now finishing their beers as quickly as they possibly fucking can because they realise they're at a poetry reading. I am about to perform for you a collection of poetry called Visceral, as we have talked about previously. If you're wondering why there's a man with a video camera, I have no idea. He's been following me for weeks. And now we're going to go around the room and we're all going to say our name and a fun fact about ourselves. I'm just kidding, I actually fucking respect you guys. So, are you guys ready?
Yeah!
Oh. Wait, you're not ready? Yeah, can you speak? Alright, I'm gonna read this first one off my phone, but I promise I've remembered the rest of them. Are you sure you're ready?
Yeah.
Wow, okay, fucking hell, good. This poem is called Multiverse Theory. Multiverse theory states that an infinite number of parallel universes exist at any moment, in which another infinity of possibilities and realities occur. For example, there is a universe in which nobody can see the color blue and every pair of jeans is baby shit green. There is a universe in which you have already lived and died 12 times over. There is a universe in which our bodies didn't unentwine and resume their boundaries because we got scared. There is a universe where your dog can talk to you. And God is not the same without the mystery. There is a universe where we both skipped away from your funeral laughing. There is a universe where I never found my feet look just like my mother and can sit still when there's music playing for some fucking reason. There is a universe where the only type of pasta is spaghetti, and it is fucking nauseating. In theory, it's possible that we can communicate with ourselves from other universes. For example, every time that you meet someone with blue eyes, you are reminding yourself that blue is an important color after all. Make sure you keep a hold of it. Every epiphany is an epigraph from another you. Every gut feeling is a letter returned to sender and deja vu. Let's not even fucking go there. How is it that you think you stumbled across all of those songs that perfectly describe your life at the exact right moment? The right moment is a culmination of billions upon quadrillions of failed wrong moments. If there is an infinite number of universes with infinite possibilities, that makes you infinite and somehow just a possibility. But here you are. Thank you. Okay, does anyone else have like a fucking emotional support water bottle? I hate the name of this poem, so maybe I just read it to you. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Maybe you guys can name it. Nothing too shitty. Like, so name it.
Gerald. Visceral.
Every poem is visceral. Alright, whatever. Sometimes I think that my emotions are backwards, that hindsight holds a knife and lunges at me in reverse. I have a habit of only discovering bands after I've already seen them and then they never fucking tour again. I think that's why I fall in love with almost every person I've been with them after I've been with them. Because the idea of someone is a guitar solo played on a rifle out of a sunroof passing through a tunnel when really it was some irate kid fumbling his way through smoke on the water with calluses in waiting and fucking something too big for his hands, which is to say, I don't know why I fucking miss any of you. Sometimes I'll remember laughing together and think maybe you're all just laughing at me. Like you can see the box of beers that I keep at the back of my throat, reached in, pulled out shit like grocery stores, small talk, unpitted olives, what the fuck, a piece of paper with your name scribbled on it. I think my emotions are backwards. I always make jokes when I should be crying. How is it that I can be homesick for your horizons? That which is no place in particular, that which the sun can never hold on to long enough to keep her bed warm. You have no idea how much I needed your fingertips to run down my spinal cord like a cascading palace of cards, but neither did I. It is too easy to forget that what is holy is always unrequited. It is by sheer coincidence that we fall in love, but how remarkable it would be to do it with my eyes open. Sorry, I just gotta check my phone. Do you ever been a Mexican wave at a poetry reading? No, like I feel like that's like a crime against humanity. It should be. This poem actually has a really cool name. I don't know if it's actually a cool poem. Look at me, I'm not very fucking cool. This poem is called Queer, it's Ketamine. Are you ready? Yeah! I keep asking you because I'm not. Just I'm projecting. I'm sorry. I'll work on it next week in therapy, I promise. Okay, I am ready this time. It's just funny. I want hands the size of kick drums, teeth so white they're champagne flute so you can see, my tongue of razor blade sequins speaking in napalm, grass seeds and sugar. I want shoulder muscles like Tarzan, a walk like Laverne Cox. I want a red wine fur coat, some ketamine kisses. I want my leg hair to catch on my fishnets. I want strawberry lip gloss reapplied like war paint. I want grapes fed to me by the gods. I want to fucking peg the gods. And the thunder to be foreplay. I need my chest to be flat. For years I had to watch my name climb out of its own body, then chase it down the street like a dog in a fucking thunderstorm. The thing about dying slowly is that it has momentum. You don't know you're dying until you're fucking not anymore. I need the voices of those who came before me because queer is not quiet, baby. Queer is not vulnerable, queer is alive. It will kiss the weight from your ankles in the evening, whisper cities into your ears while you sleep, and crystallize the daylight in your bone marrow. To be queer is to be half wanderlust, half home. I want the woman that I was to be more than an old scar that I drag my fingers over in private. Sometimes I wish I could feel warm in this body, the one that my mother laid out on the bed just for me to wear, which is to say, I don't exist in the gratitude of mourning, but I do exist in mourning. But you know what? It all looks like glitter under the black light, baby. I come out to your family when you can just write a poem about it. Surprise. I mean, not really. Fucking look at this situation. Anyway, speaking of fruity. Sorry, that was so dumb. This poem's called Mandarin Season. It is Mandarin season, which means it is somehow August. I think too many people have written about August because it is beautiful to look at. It's already shaped like an empire, but August to me reads like a prognosis. Whereas sharing a mandarin is seeing two worlds collide and break into a quiet cavorting, scratched cuticles stinging in the flesh, watching someone pull the rind off like gauze or listening to them chew it like paper has always perplexed me, how we cannot feel instinct. How the skin is set back on the tabletop and they smile and they say thank you and you're there, together. Last Mandarin season, I dyed half of my hair green, redecorated my house, turned my body into a display home of my chaos. When Mandarin season comes, we showcase the harmony we find in our own rot. The end of the year pulls like wax around a candle wick. Imminence is mistaken for a springtime promise. The rabbit that you want to pull out of the hat suffocated months ago. And despite what is said, a carcass cannot be a good luck charm. But maybe a fucking piece of fruit can be. I whisper what I want into the underripe mandarins on the tree, and when they fall, just like an empire, there will always be someone waiting for me to share them with. Thank you. Alright, now that you're all situated, I can reveal the real reason I've gathered you here today. I can't even say it. You're about to listen to my mixtape. It's 7 hours long. And it's dubstep a cappella remixes of every song you've ever loved. This song's a bit sad, but it's also I needed to write it, so fuck you all. Basically. Like, this is my poetry show, what are you gonna do? Not click at me. Wait, can you guys click again? Do I just have that command over you? This poem, actually, any water. So? You guys are all waiting so intently. Yeah, the dead friend poem. The worst thing about one of your friends dying is that all of your poetry is going to be about them for the foreseeable future. That and, well, your friend is fucking dead. I don't mean that every word is a hearse on an endless speedway that we lay in the back of together, but rather that this is where I have hidden a smouldering mosaic of your decomposition like a souvenir trodden 6 feet under. You see, when your friend dies, you don't learn how to write about loss. You learn that writing about loss is like the cold. It will find its way in anyway. When you left us, I didn't write for an entire year. The year that I learned that the sun too can drown when all of the soundless verses were a tangle of eulogy always saying your name. The year we all spent learning to be among the shrapnel, testing if we could hold steady in the air without you. Fuck man, it felt like we couldn't. I don't think I've taken a breath since you left. I've been stuck on an inhale. I spent the year driving through the night because fucking light reminds me of you. And at least the streetlights know that they're just pretending yarn. I'm sorry that I couldn't save you. If you take one thing away from this dead friend poem, it's that you need to come back. Please, come back. Thank you. Imagine if I cried. That would be really awkward for you guys. Like, what do? You can't click me out of the mental break. So you ready? But like, we're fucking powering through this. Like, I feel like I should dance or something. And I also feel like this is like kind of an unfair situation. Like, I feel like I'm sharing all of my secrets with you, and you guys are just clicking at me. So I feel like right now we're going on a bit of a tangent warning. I feel like we're at a sleepover. And we've all zipped ourselves all the way up in our sleeping bags and we're acting like worms and shit. and you know, like, that hits, and then we're watching like the fucking, I don't know, Lizzie McGuire movie. And then I'm just sitting up and I go, I don't think I'm capable of experiencing love. Like, it's not fair. It's just actually fucking not. We should probably read more poetry. Sorry for like that. More water. More intent waiting for you guys.
This is not a call.
One of us. One of us. Alright. This one was fun. Try to break up the mood a little bit, you know, like, after the worm incident. Like, worm gate. This poem is called On Loving an Artist. Before you love an artist, there are some things that you're going to need to know. One, it is going to hurt. You will not know how to hold us. There is no wrong place to put your hands on someone who is aching everywhere. There is no right place either. Two, we can put walls between the bed and the light switch. Worlds between ourselves and fucking anything. Especially if the look in your eyes is different or if your lip curls in a different way when we say that we love you. Three, if you want spark, expect fire. We will be the flame that is only hungry for itself. Four, when your heart fails, I will read you poetry. I've never been much of a singer, but I'll turn myself into a tone-deaf choir of verse to keep you dancing just a little while longer. I will always read you poetry. But what good are words when the hot water isn't working? Or when the family dog is sick? There is nothing heartfelt in making everything into something else. 5, we will say things like, I have loved you since before I was born, and we will both know that doesn't make any fucking sense. But it's easier to cheat reason like medication than to swallow condemnation without water. 6. I know I'm not really selling this, but God, we will love you. Like you are the only mercy that we have ever been given, as though you are the ocean soaking our wounds. 7. I couldn't write a 7, because the 7 is meant to be about the ending. I can't yet awaken the sleeping dog of heartbreak who will pull the laces out of my shoes and chew at my language until it's raw. Who will be our shadows while we both develop a habit for cocaine or catatonia. 8. But we will never break up with you though. Even if we never see each other again, I am still untangling aortas from centuries ago. I live in the space between here and gone. If you're going to love an artist, you need to make sure that you've looked both ways first. What are you guys doing? Like, you got anything on this afternoon? Like, nothing?
This! Encore!
Fuck, alright.
7-hour mixtape.
7-hour mixtape. I brought my USB. This next poem is really angsty. Like, imagine a year 10 girl who has just discovered My Chemical Romance. No disrespect, I obviously haven't escaped my emo phase. But it really wouldn't be a poetry show for me without something incredibly fucking angsty, because I am made of angst. This poem, holy shit, we're almost done.
Woo!
That's fucked up. Maybe I will do an encore. Alright. This poem's called Tar. It's angsty. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm sorry. I promise you I'll find one next. Alright? It's like I'm dangling like a little lolly in front of you. Alright. But now I'm procrastinating again. You guys need to tell me to stop that. Do it through clicking or some shit. Thank you. Alright. I don't know if I'm a good person. Great start. I've been venomous, I've been jealous, I've been evil, I've been the bad guy. My sadness looks exactly like me when the lights are turned off. My mouth and my brain aren't connected. Nothing about me is connected. I'm loose wires, wet cement and mold. I've got tar brimming in my palms. Everything I touch eventually burns and I watch it. Everybody loves to watch my eyes with lighting, but no one can stand toe-to-toe with promised thunder. I laugh with my scars. After all, they are the hypoxic fault lines through which I have breathed in the night. I am a fucking hand grenade. I am fun to hold on to, but just for a little while. I don't know if I'm a good person. People call my writing intense, but most of the time it's not a choice. The poem is not what keeps you composed, like the skin stretching over your closed fist. It is the hand reaching in and slitting you apart over and over. My poetry is a prologue to a death rattle. And if this kills me, and it might seriously kill me, I will be back soon, I promise. I'll return again as poet, like I was in the last life and the one before that. I won't stay in the dark long enough for my eyes to adjust this time. I will write to you every day, in bird songs, in the sea breeze pouring through your window, in the revs of your open throttle. This morning, I wrote a poem, and I titled it Tomorrow, and it is a handwritten list of everyone that I know who loves me, and I make sure to put my own name at the top. Thank you. playing this shoe, and you're like, doesn't make any sense. The next one was like an actual tongue twister, so I'm going to procrastinate for a little while.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to dramatically. Whoa. Now, I don't want anyone to think that, like, I don't take this craft seriously, or, you know, I think I'm better than anyone, because that's not how it is. I need this shit to survive. It really is one of my favorite things in the entire world. Anyways, this poem's got Shut Up, Shakespeare. Oh my god, Jesus. Hang on, sorry. Your damnation, my indignation, the complete condemnation and poetic constipation brought on by the evaluation of what it means to be in a genuine state of expression. Make no mistake, this court is now in session for the transgression, compression on the writing art, instinct to articulate our lessons, the obsession with pre-sessions, the refute the nature of confession and how we tell our stories. All in the pursuit of what fucking glory, raised by a man drunk on wine and allegories, debates on the words that are now prehistory by the red faces of intellectuals. But how can I be so influential? Could any metaphor be so monumental? Hell, I'm fucking rhyming to prove my credentials. You see, that's the thing I hate. How we can't help but take the bait. I demand to overcomplicate the guilt of failing to cooperate in what we create. Let me demonstrate how I iterate, conjugate to consummate, agitate to instigate, actuate to aggravate, indicate to vindicate. We must extricate from this captive state, from how they dominate, deprecate, masturbate, debilitate, immolate, eliminate, incriminate, debilitate, exterminate. I'm gonna stop fucking rhyming now. You can watch a writer make poetry from sheer electricity, bring a magnolia tree from a neuron. To me, that itself is magic. So with all due disrespect, Shakespeare, you ain't shit. You're just a little bit tragic. Me and Bill are on first name basis. I go to sleep and I read Hamlet every night. I'm like, oh. Alright, fucking two left. What the hell, this sucks.
Let's go.
So, some of you may know, if it is not obvious as fuck, I'm retiring. Which, if you don't know what that is, just go north and it's a big hole in the ground. We recently got electricity, that's a joke. The microwave. I really swept out town. That's a big day for us. What do you mean you can just repeat stuff? This poem's about Tari because, obviously, I didn't want to just, anyway, something like, why would I tell you that? Maybe I'm just being a worm again. The worm of truth, I think. Anyways, this poem is called Hometown Pride and it's fucking awesome. There's only one thing more dangerous than a queer kid from the country, and that's a queer kid from the country who fucking escaped it. But I'm still gonna take this one back from my home, the 2430 up in Verify country. The kids on their pushies escape the leaning diaphragm of Bays Hill. They race the street lights home, lungs graze, and eyes stinging from lantana and sweat, speaking in legends they don't even know exist yet. There is a monster beneath that town. It wakes with the crack of the lighter and sleeps under the covers. Right next to you, people are chewed up in the middle of Victoria Street and drowned by their own moonlight, what makes a landmark with the blood spilt upon it. Back home, we wear our wounds like medals, we make pain our competition. Misery can be an artifact if you hold it right. Tari means big tree in the local indigenous language, and you can always pick us from the giant stump protruding from our chests. It is somehow worse when a town is exactly how it was when we left it. There are still lives here, but it always smells like it's about to rain. All the potholes still feel like pressure points, except the streets at least seem smaller now. I don't know how to write about home without it being in some way about dying. My first ever nickname in Tari was Dyke. I was taught how to swallow it like pearls of fermenting regret at the bottom of the schooner glass. Tari taught me that if you're gonna be queer, you'd better be fast to and fuck. I haven't stopped running since. Wait, did you guys in primary school, like, at school assembly, you always want to be the last person to clap? Like, what was that? Anyways, just so I literally have one poem left. This is fucking insane. And before I read this one, I'd like to say a bunch of fucking thank yous because this wouldn't have been possible without a bunch of people. Firstly, I'd like to thank Rogue Scholar and Adam for having us, please. I'd also like to thank my awesome FBI agent videographer, Josh. And this is my honors thesis, by the way. The most boring part about it. Anyways, my supervisor for honors, Carrie, is sitting in the back. She has been I just said this up and she'd be like, yeah. But thank you, Carrie. I would not have any confidence in what I'm writing without you. You are amazing. I'd also obviously like to thank you guys. And most importantly, I need to thank my friends because I thank you for all of the coffee, thank you for all of the pep talks, thank you for telling me to sit down and write my fucking essay already. Thank you. Like, I would not even be standing here without you guys, and this wouldn't be possible if I wasn't fucking standing here. So thank you so much. Honestly. Yeah, I'm up here saying the words and reading the poetry, but this project is as much yours as it is mine, so thank you. Ew.
Too much intimacy.
Let's never do that again. I love you, God. Alright, last poem, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Why does water taste so good? That's the last time you have to do that. Alright. So, also I need to thank my brothers. Wait, dickheads. Thanks for taking me to raves. Thank you for that. Because I wrote this poem in a rave, so this poem would be sent to that. How do you say the local Eshe made a lot of money that night? Alright, so I did write this in a rave. I'm sorry, Carrie. It's called D4. Wow, what a start. Every poem is a dance floor. I often mistake the heads of microphones for disco balls because when I look down, I see 100 reflections staring back at me. Every dance floor is a poem. The way you can see the group holding all of the bodies upright is its own history. So pass me that aux chord. I'll show you that toe tapping, finger snapping, knees cracking, beats whacking, pants cracking, dance floor shit. That's heart aching, ass shaking, story making, soul awakening, boots a quaking, God forsaken, poem crap shit. Oh, yeah. Let's get you moving. Put that thing that you can't let go of down just for a second, trust me. I've been on dance floors for so long that I've forgotten how to speak. And if there is talking, it is at 130 beats per minute. The body is a trembling bass line, the voice is a metronome, there's a dance floor anywhere. Poetry in the dangling extension cord, you can dance to poetry, just stay and I'll fucking show you how. I've written myself through wars and alleyways and phone calls and emergency rooms, and I've danced myself through memorials and mass and cafes and dinner parties. The same way that there is a comparison is the exact same way that there isn't. Don't think about it too much, baby. We are made to move, made of movement. Why sing when you can just say spend the night with me in front of the speaker? The earth is literally spinning. We cannot just stand on it. You can run, sure, you can run. But why run when you can dance? Why go so far away, so fast, when you can be here and now in so much